This slideshow is about communicating successfully with your Alzheimer's elders. And you may not know it, but communicating successfully with your elders who have Alzheimer's disease is a very important part of your caregiving skills. This is because it greatly helps improve their quality of life. And here's a #1 communications idea for you. Talk with your elders who have Alzheimer's disease as much as possible, all day long and very often. This is important because these elders need this type of human contact as much as anyone all day long. And one thing to keep in mind is that even though they may not respond like others do, or perhaps don't even respond at all, research clearly shows that this type of ongoing communications with your Alzheimer's elders has a very beneficial impact on them. And here's how to undertake this type of friendly conversation and do it successfully. Ask them how they're doing, how are their grandchildren, talk about the weather, tell them about your day, discuss upcoming holidays, and ask them to reminisce about theirs. These are just a few of the things you can do to converse successfully with these elders. And anytime you can get them to reminisce about the past, they'll love it. And keep in mind that reminiscence is a very valuable and therapeutic tool for your elders as well. And here's another tip. Be a good listener. Listening is an important communication skill for caregivers because listening to your elders makes them feel important and that you're interested in them, and also a good caregiver listener picks up important clues about their elders' health and well-being. Fact is, listening is a very important caregiver skill and you should practice doing it well. And here's a listening tip. Listen 85% of the time, talk 15% of the time. This is just the opposite of how many people do it when involved in conversation. Often they talk too much. Good conversationists will let the elders speak most of the time. Not only will your elders enjoy telling you things, but this is how you learn important things about them and their health. And here are some more tips for successfully communicating with your elders who have Alzheimer's disease. Be observant, be aware of your own appearance, get down to their eye level, and don't talk to them like a baby. And here's more. Reduce background noise, be attentive, speak in a natural voice, keep things simple, and be prepared to repeat as necessary. And here's still more. Be positive, be patient, be kind and understanding, stay calm, don't argue or criticize. Give them time to think and respond. Overall, it's very important to be kind and understanding of these elders and refrain from arguing with them or criticizing them. Also, here's something that has been research proven to greatly help you in your communications with your Alzheimer's elders. Use validation. This means that you accept what they think they see or they think they believe and you go on from there. Validation is a much used and recommended technique that can really work well for you. In using it, you don't argue with the elder and try to convince them that what they see or believe is wrong. Instead, you divert the elder to something else. With validation, you don't argue. Instead, you ask questions that will get the elder focusing on something else. By asking a series of questions, you can get the elder diverted to something else, perhaps memories from their past, and skillfully move things into a more positive situation for the elder. Validation can avoid behavioral problems. By successfully using validation and not attempting to convince the elder that what they believe is not true, behavioral problems are often avoided and the elder calms down. Validation works very well in avoiding problems, especially when an elder is delusional or afraid and seeing things that are not there. For example, if an elder thinks that they see their long-dead mother, don't say, "You're not seeing your mother, she's been dead for years." Telling the elder that their mother is dead is likely to either cause a very strong denial from the elder or deep grief, as the elder may react as if just being told this for the first time. Instead, ask questions. Ask something like, "You must love your mother very much. Can you tell me about her?" This kind of skillful questioning will very often get the elder to divert from the problem at hand, calm down, and then have a good time reminiscing with you. Validation works. And here's something else that's very important for you to use as a successful caregiver. Use comfort touch often. Your elders like to experience hugs, hand-holding, and so on as much as anyone. But the problem is, many of your elders may not get this kind of compassionate touch much at all anymore. So it's a very nice and very important caregiver function that your elders will truly appreciate. Also, take a break when necessary. Don't let your frustrations make you angry. Attempting to communicate with some of your elders can get very frustrating, especially if they're having a particularly bad day or you are. If you find yourself getting impatient and frustrated, take a break, pull back and regroup, and start all over again. And always be friendly and cheery. No matter what, ensure that you are always friendly, cheery, and upbeat with all of your elders. After all, you're often the one they see most of the time, every day, all day long. So how you appear to them is extremely important to their happiness and overall quality of life. No one likes a grouch, so smile, spread good cheer, all the time, every day.